Okay, now we're
Right.
on Facebook. Yeah.
Okay. 8:30 already.
Good evening, Bhante and all Kalyana Mitra Suki Hontu. I'm Aliana and welcome to Sutta Discussion Day 67 by Bhante Dr. Ganggodawila Chandima. Tonight's class is the 18th class of Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, and we are going to continue discussing the third noble truth with fifth perspective or Ti-Ratana. Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta is the fifth sutta from the total of 10 sutta that have been chosen by Bhante Chandima for this sutta discussion. For those who have missed our previous classes, please check on Ti-Ratana Vihara Aman Padana Bank Facebook Facebook page and YouTube channel. We have uploaded the previous 66 classes there. The Sutta discussion Zoom class is always open. Therefore, whoever that wish to join the class via Zoom, where we can engage directly with Bhante, can contact us on Ti-Ratana Vihara Aman Padana Bank's Facebook Messenger. We are always welcoming newcomers. Our speaker, Bhante Dr. Ganggodawila Chandima, is the associate editor of the Journal of International Buddhist Studies, KIBS, which is published by the Buddhist Research Institute of Mahachulalongkorn Raja Vidyalaya University in Thailand. He was previously a research fellow at the Center for Studies in Religion and Society, or CSRS, in University of Victoria, Canada. Bhante Dr. Ganggodawila Chandima was also Theravada Buddhist chaplain at the University of British Columbia in Vancouver, Canada, from 2012 to 2016. Bhante is currently the senior advisor to Patisota, a virtual Dhamma organization that has hosted a weekly online Pali reading class, Sutta discussions, Dhamma talks, and variety of other Dhamma activities. His Dhamma work can be accessed at http://patisota.blogspot.com. Without further ado, we welcome once again Bhante, and thank you very much for the wonderful talk.
Thank you, Aliana, for the gracious introduction as always. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Sutta Discussion, TRV Sutta Discussion. TRV Sutta Discussion has been there for now almost 66 days, excluding today. With today, it's going to be 67. It's been some time. Not some time, long time. And yes, so today we will be discussing about the third noble truth along with the Ti-Ratana, right? Three perspectives. And the sections that we will be covering in the document is going to be 78 to 89. All right, so we have here Aliana, Kim, Kelvin, Barbara, Nain, Cheng, Lim, Emma. So she's driving. Jacqueline and Suresh.
Yeah.
Maybe some others might be joining as we continue. So most of you are not newcomers. You've been here for some time. I think Sister Barbara may be kind of new. And probably, yeah, that's all. Others are not new. They've been here for a long time, more than a year. All right, so let's get started by paying homage to Sadhu. Sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. I hope everyone is having a good day today.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good. Hi, Brother Wu, how are you?
Fine, thank you, Bhante.
Good,
All right.
good. All right. That's what we want to hear. Okay. So, any questions so far before we jump into the lesson today? Any questions till today? I mean, overall. in general. Today, Kim is having a most difficult time listening to Dhamma, right? No power, but still determined to come. Huh? See, that inspiration, encouragement to everybody.
Using my hotspot. My
Hotspot.
there's current, so no internet.
Have you got light though?
Use my phone light, torch light.
Oh, see how inspirational is she? Phone light, or hotspot. That's it,
Mm.
right? This is what
From
we
the
need.
holiday also.
Yes. Thank you for still coming this way, you know. It's
Mm.
really inspirational, you know. Okay. Right. We don't have any general questions, so we will go into the lesson. 78. To 89. So we're gonna go down there. Okay, so we can, I will recite first. 78. Yeah. Idang dukkha nirodhang ariya satchang ti me bhikkhave ubbe ananusutesu dhammesu chakhung udapadi jnanang udapadi panya udapadi vicha udapadi alu udapadi. I think the same I would say the repeated stock statement, so you don't have to worry about this. We have done 2 times already in regard to the first noble truth and the second noble truth. So the difference here is to the application of the Ti-Parivatta to the particular noble truth. Now here, this is the third noble truth. Anyways, just to see how the pronunciation goes, maybe I would keep reading through. Chakkung udapadi, jnanang udapadi, panya udapadi, vicha udapadi, aloku udapadi. Tankho pana idam dukkha nirodhang ariya satcham. Satchikatabba. This is a new word. Satchikatabba. Interesting. That means now the realization. What was the first one regarding? Parinyaya. Parinyaya means to. What does parinyaya mean?
To understand.
To understand. Then the second one, pahatabba, to eliminate, I would say, to abandon. Now the third noble truth,
To
satchikata.
be realized.
Yeah, satchikata, to realize. So once again, the first noble truth, what we have to do in regard to the first noble truth? To understand. Second noble truth, we have to
Abandon.
abandon. That means we have to abandon second noble truth. Okay, things that are in the second noble truth, we have to abandon. So we have to still understand the second noble truth. In regard to the third noble truth, we have to today satchikata. That means to realize. Fourth one, that is the process. That means bhaveta. That means to develop. Maybe I can write it here. First noble truth, we have to understand. Second one, second noble truth, to
abandon.
Abandon. It's abandon. Third noble truth, today, realize.
Cessation and realize.
Actually, we have to say like this.
Cessation.
We have to, the role has to go like this. To be
Understood.
this way. Like this way.
To be
be
understood. Understood.
Understood. To be understood. The second one. To be abandoned. Third one, today. to be
Cessation
realized.
and realize.
You're right.
To
Yeah,
cease
fourth
and
one,
realize.
next Friday, this for next Friday, to be
Cultivated and developed.
developed or cultivated, any name. Huh? So this is what we have to do in regard to each noble truth. Now, when you see the Ti-Parivatta, where is Ti-Parivatta? Ti-Parivatta, I would say. Okay. Now this is what we have to do in regard to the Four Noble. Now you can see here. See, first noble truth we have to understand, to be understood. Second noble truth we have to abandon. What we're gonna abandon? We're gonna abandon tanha. Third noble truth today, what we're discussing today, to realize. That means now we know the goal. But in order to achieve the goal, that means the Nibbana, we have to develop. That means the Eightfold Noble Eightfold. Right. All right. So the Pali words, what are the Pali words for these? To be understood. Can you remember?
Parineya,
Parinyaya. Parinyaya. See the Pali pronunciation here. This one. Chacha Jajanya. Parinyaya. Nyaya. It is normally pronounced like this one. The Sakna Singyori. Yeah. So Parinyaya. The second one also start from P. Pahatab. Then third one today Satchikatab. Then the fourth one Bhavetam. Okay, let me write down for you. Good for you. Where I'm gonna put all this. Maybe I'm gonna put like this way is better. Can you see the screen? Should be okay, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do like this. Yes. This. I hear a prayer of somebody, yeah? Yeah, you can mute. Understood. Okay, so these diacritical marks are not attached, so I just simply write type in Paring. And Pahatam. And here it has to be like this. Maybe we can do it like this. But then here, Sachi Ka. I go a little over the screen here. Sachika. This one. Be okay, all right. So see the Pali words. Now, what are these things? These are the roles that we have to do. This is our role in regard to the Four Noble Truths. That means now when you go to the what do you call Ti-Parivatta says the role of the role that we have to play in regard of the Four Noble Truths. Now the role here, what's the role here? This one. This is to Parinyaya, understand. Then the second one, second noble truth, abandon. That means Pahata. See?
Abandon.
Then third one, Satchikata, realization. And the fourth one,
To be realized.
Bhaveta. So these are the
With
kitchers.
the
Yeah, we call it kitcher. Kitchen. See? Kitcher. 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 This is what we are supposed to do in regard of the Four Noble Truths. All right. So, Sankopana idang dukkha nirodhang avya satchang Satchikatan Dhammacakkappavattana. Now, not yet realized, to be realized. Me bhikkhave puppe ananusutesu dhammesu chakkung udapadi, jnanang udapadi, panya udapadi, vicca udapadi, aloka udapadi. Tankho pana idang dukkha nirodhang arya satcha. Satchikata. Now at this point, the Buddha claims, now it was earlier to be realized. Now I already realized at this point. That means he presents, actually there is a reason why he says the stock price again and again here. In the first level, at the first level, he says this third noble truth should be, what should be done? Should it be understood? Should it be abandoned? Should it be realized? Should it be developed? In regard to the third noble truth, I had to realize. Or the third noble truth, whatever the role of the third noble truth should be realized. Then after that he says, now I have realized the third noble truth. The role of the third noble truth has been realized by me. And then here, thus me bhikkhave puppe ananusutesu dhammesu chakkung udapadi, jnanang udapadi, panya udapadi, vicca udapadi, aloka udapadi. All right. So maybe we're gonna ask somebody to read this one, just to make sure everything is okay. So let's start from 78. Yeah, 78 to 89. Yeah. Who would go first?
Thank you.
Yeah. Who would like to read first? Yeah, please unmute and then say. Okay, Aliana, let's go ahead.
Okay, Bhante, 78 till number.
Yes, so starting from 78 to 89. So we'll do the whole thing. Let's do it then. Yeah.
Idang dukkha nirodhang arya saccanti me bhikkhave puppe ananusutesu dhammesu chakkum udapadi, jnanam udapadi, panya udapadi, vijja udapadi, aloko udapadi. Tanko pan idang dukkha nirodhang arya saccang sacchikattabang me sacchikattabbanti
Satchikattabang.
sacchikattabbanti
Mhm.
me bhikkhave puppe ananusutesu dhammesu chakkum udapadi, jnanam udapadi, panya udapadi, vijja udapadi, aloko udapadi.
Give me a second. Okay, it's my side. Okay, I'm gonna go scroll down like this. Okay, go ahead, please.
Tanko pan idang dukkha nirodhang arya saccang sacchikatanti me bhikkhave puppe ananusutesu dhammesu chakkum udapadi, jnanam udapadi, panya udapadi, vijja udapadi, aloko udapadi.
All right, good. No concerns, but I would say, I think everybody is good to pay attention to these two because these are actually very interesting. That means Satchikattabba. That means I would say to be version, to be understood. Satchikatanda means has been already understood. Sorry, realized. Should be realized and has been realized. You can see here, I would say Satchikattabbanti, to be realized. Satchikatanti, already realized. I would say has been realized. That means when the Shakyamuni Buddha was explaining the role of each noble truth. He was trying to say that I had a role before, and then I accomplished that role. I fulfilled that role. Okay. All right, Kim, I think you wanted to read. Go from 78.
Idam dukkha rodam ariya sachanti me bikavi pube anusutesu dhamesu
Ananusutesu. Ananusutesu.
anenusutesu dhamesu.
Okay.
Cakum udapadi, nyanyam udapadi, panya udapadi, vija udapadi, aloko udapadi, tam kopan, idam doka nirodam, ariya sachan, sachi kataban ti, me bekari pube ananusutesu damesu.
Great.
Cakum udapadi, nyanyam udapadi, panya udapadi, vija udapadi, aloko udapadi, tam kopan, idam dukkha nirodam, ariya sacham, sachi katanti, me bekari pube ananusutesu damesu. Cakum udapadi, nyanyam udapadi, panya udapadi, vija udapadi, aloko udapadi.
Okay,
Idam.
great. Yeah, great. That's up to the next time. Kim, I have a small concern. Don't worry, because we are always learning. We are learning together. The concern is here. Can you pronounce this word?
Nyanam.
Chakkumudapad.
Nyanam.
Okay. See, when you are extra careful, you're gonna say that properly. See, Nyanang. I heard like Nyayang Udapad.
Nyanam udapadi.
Okay, can you try again the whole thing? This part?
Cakum udapadi, nyanam udapadi.
See, okay, see. And then another one that I don't know that I normally miss. Okay. Okay, this part.
83?
Yeah, 82.
82. Tam kopan idam dukkha.
This one, yes. I think there was a small thing that has to be added. It has to be a plus over here. Tanko panidang, actually. Tanko panidang. It has to be like this. Panidang.
Padam.
Panidang.
Panidam.
That was not your issue. That was the issue from the translation. It was the text here. All right. Other than that, everything is okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, you're extra careful, you know, where things can go wrong. All right. Anybody else? You can raise the hand. It's a function over here. Zoom. Gonna read from 78.
Okay, I will read 74.
Okay.
Sorry, 78.
Please read from the screen. 78 here.
Okay. Idang dukkha nirodang ariya sachanti me bhikkhave pube ananusutesu dhammesu cakum udapadi nyanang udapadi panya udapadi vija udapadi aloko udapadi tangko panidang dukkha nirodang.
See, she got it rightly. Tanko panidang. See, she got the plus mark. Okay, great.
Tanko panidang dukkha nirodang ariya sacang sacikatapan me bhikkhave pube
Well, Sachikatabanti. Tabanti.
There's a T there. The T
Yeah,
is
see, it's in the next line. Sachikatabanti.
Oh, yeah. Next line. Didn't see. Okay, thank you. Me bhikkhave pube anusuttesu dhammesu.
Ananusutes.
Ananusuttesu.
Yeah, please slow down. When you read that kind of a long one, just slow down. Then you will pronounce properly. Ananusutes. Easy.
Ananusuttesu.
See?
Okay.
Yes.
Jakong udapadi, nyanang udapadi, panya udapadi, wija udapadi, aloko udapadi. Tangko panidang dukkha nirodang ariya satjang satchikatang tanti. Me bhikkhave pube ananusuttesu dhammesu. Jakung udapadi, nyanang udapadi, panya udapadi, wija udapadi, aloko udapadi.
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah, great. All right. Who is next? 38, 78. Should be lucky, very lucky to recite Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, first discourse of the Buddha. Brother Wu, you want to try?
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay.
Yes,
I tried on there.
yes, 78.
Idam dukkha nirodam ariya satchanti. Me bhikkhave pube ananusutesu dhamesu. Chakkum udapadi, yanam udapadi, panya udapadi, vija udapadi, aloko udapadi, tamko dukkha nirodam ariya satcham sachikata Me bhikkhave pube ananusutesu dhamesu. Chakkum udapadi, yanam udapadi, pana udapadi, bija udapadi, aloko udapadi. Tamko panidam dukkha nirodam ariya satcham satchikatanti. Me bhikkhave pube ananusutesu dhamesu. Chakkum udapadi, yanam udapadi, panya udapadi, vija udapadi, aloko udapadi.
Maybe one day after we finish, maybe after we done to a certain extent of the class, we should create a chanting group, chanting group. So you are getting very familiar with the chanting now. So it's good, not many people can do that. Yeah, it's great. All right. Anybody else?
Okay.
Who else is with us? Kelvin, you want to try? You've been always talking about the Sri Lankan trip, so better try out some of the Pali. Yeah. 78. Yes.
Idam dukkha nirodam arya sacanti me bhikkhave pube ananusutesu dhamesu cakkum udapadi nyanam udapadi panya udapadi vija udapadi aloko udapadi tamko panidam dukkha nirodan arya sacam sachikatan tibe bhikkhave.
Sachikatam. The second one is Sachikata. This one is
Sachikata banti me Sachikata banti me bhikkhave pube ananusutesu dhamesu cakkum udapadi nyanam udapadi panya udapadi vija udapadi aloko udapadi tamko panidam dukkha nirodam arya sacam sachikatanti me bhikkhave pube ananusutesu dhamesu cakkum udapadi nyanam udapadi panya udapadi vija udapadi aloko udapadi.
Yeah, great. So it's very important to remember these two terms. Sachikata, this is the role that the ascetic Siddhartha had to do. Then he declares that he already done that wrong. That means Satchikatan. Now it becomes the past participle. Now here it becomes the past participle. That means already done that. Satchikatan. Right? All right. Anybody else? Not trying to push anybody. You want to recite? It's your time. All right. So let's go for the explanation part now. So, folks, today with this section, I would say from 78 to you go down, say until 89. So if I scroll down, the line will be erased. What is known, what is generally discussed is that how does the third noble truth get considered in terms of its role? So what is the third noble truth? Third noble truth is the noble truth of the cessation of
suffering.
dukkha. That means nibbana, right? Nibbana. So we have to again talk a little bit about nibbana. All right, I'm going to stop the sharing. What is nibbana? Where is it located? Where can we find it? Now, at the end of any ceremony, at the end of Dhan, at the end of a Dhamma talk, even at the end of this
Bhante, in ourselves.
discussion, yeah,
In
we'll
ourselves.
make some curiosity. Okay, so at the end of any ceremony, even when you light a candle, when you go somewhere, do a ceremony, when you do even a personal good thing, good karma, so the mind will go normally to the thought of nibbana. May all these good karmas create maybe strength, maybe whatever thing for me to attain nibbana. So then, according to the Buddhist texts, we need to see what is nibbana and where is it?
In ourselves.
In ourselves. Okay. Others? Very interesting, very important question. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Barbara, yes.
Yeah, you don't have to die to gain nibbana.
But some people think you have to die to attain nibbana. Yeah. So thank you for clarifying. Yes. But what is nibbana? Where is it?
Blissful state.
Yeah, these are translations. Blissful, yeah, English translations. I'm going to give a talk here at Buddhist Mahavihara somewhere in September. Understanding Pali Buddhism from English Buddhism, primarily focusing on the translation issues. Understanding Pali Buddhism from English Buddhism. Of course, there are a lot of good contributions, but there are also at the same time issues that have come out of the translations. All right. Anybody else? What do you think? What is Nibbana?
Highest status level of the mind.
State of?
Highest status level of the mind.
Should be, definitely. Definitely should be the highest. But what is Nibbana?
Release from suffering.
Okay. Release from the suffering. Actually, we release from dukkha time to time, right? When you have an exam, so you work hard and you pass the exam, you say, okay, now it's over. Release from the dukkha of exam. Release from the dukkha of staying up all night, So I would say the full release from the dukkha. That is one way of looking at it. Other ways of looking at it.
Free from tanha, Bhante. Free from tanha.
Free from tanha. Yes, that's a very, I would say, very technical way of looking at it. Yeah, that's good. Free from tanha. Chan says Nibbana is a mental state where there is no more desire attachments. Now then again, we have to go after what is desire, what is attachment. These are English words, right? These are English words. Then you might think, then when an Arahant attain Nibbana, does Arahant not like anything? Does Arahant not desire for Sati, Dhammavichaya, Virya, Piti, Passati, Samadhi, Upekka, 7 Bojjhanga? It says Chandan Janeti Viryang Varavati. When Arahants, after becoming Arahant, they still create Sammavaya, I would say, Chanda. That means I would say moral desire. So other ways of looking at Nibbana. Suresh, you are never talking to us, huh? You are just showing us you are existing over there. What does Nibbana mean to you? Can you hear us? Oh, he's gone. All right. Yes, Paraman Sukhang, yes, highest happiness. Anybody else? Lim?
End of the suffering.
Okay, so end of dukkha. End of dukkha means end of tanha, right? Other ways, yeah. When you go through dukkha, that is tanha. Others?
Is it correct? It's the end of the life.
End of?
No more rebirth.
That is a result of Nibbana, right? That is what happens when you attain Nibbana. Now, how did the Buddha explain Nibbana over here? Eternal bliss. Now, the word bliss is more towards the jhanas, actually. When somebody attains jhanas, first, second, third, fourth jhanas, that person attains the highest level of jhanas. What is it called? Upekha. The highest level of jhana is upekha. But then the problem is, is the happiness that you are acquiring from jhanas eternal?
No,
Or temporal?
temporary.
Let's say you practice today samatha meditation. Your main objective is to overcome pancha nivana, 5 hindrances: kamacchanda, vyapada, tinamitta, uddhacca, kukucca, vicikicca, sensual pleasure, ill will, sloth and torpor, restlessness of the mind, and remorse of the mind, and doubts. You are successfully able to withdraw them for a certain time. You are very successful. But once you again mount your attention on a certain kind of object that come to you through the 5 hindrances, then you are going to expire from that bliss. But that bliss is even better than not having the bliss, right? Something is better than nothing. But Nibbana is not a bliss. We will call it. How do we call Nibbana? Because in the suttas, it is said Nibbana cannot be explained in positive words. You see, I would show you them. It is said that ajata, unborn, akata, undone, then jata, and then asankata, unconditioned, because all other things are conditioned, right? What is being conditioned? It is said we are all conditioned. What does it mean by being conditioned? We all are made by
Causes and effects.
sankharas. Yeah, cause and effect, but within that cause and effect phenomenon, what is inside is sankharas. What is the sankhara that made us to be like this? Our parents. We are sankharas. We all are sankharas. The only thing that is not sankhara is nibbana. Asankata. All are sankharas. That is why it says, Vaya Dhamma Sankhara. What is this? This part. Let me show you. Find it out. It is said via Dhamma Sankhara. What is this, Dhamma folks? What is this? Who said like this? Whose statement is this?
Buddhas.
Yeah, Buddha's statement, of course. And then at which point did he say so? It is said, he said this just before he passed away. This is his last statement, last word, I would say. He said, via Dhamma Sankhara, all the conditioned things are subject to change. Dhamma means all the conditions, all the, I would say, Sankhara means condition, Dhamma means phenomena. All conditioned phenomena are subject to changes. Then what he said? Appamadena sampade. Why Dhamma Sankhara? Appamadena sampade. That means then strive on with diligence. So this is called diligence. Appamada. Try with diligence. That means Nibbana is explained, defined by the Buddha as the opposite of the Sankhara. So Nibbana is not taken as a Sankhara, but we are Sankhara. Everything is Sankhara. Right? Everything is Sankhara. People, material things, this whole nature, all are Sankhara. Why it is Sankhara? They all had to go through cause and effect, as Barbara said. Patisambhava. What about Nibbana? Does Nibbana get passed by the, or get considered with the cause and effect theory?
No,
Nibbana is unconditioned. Nibbana cannot be put into that. But in order for you to attain Nibbana, you will see cause and effect. But once you attain Nibbana, Nibbana does not furthermore become a part of cause and effect. So we have to break it, break this cycle. We have to break the Paticca cycle. That is where we attain that state of mind. All right. So simply speaking, Nibbana means to eliminate, to eradicate, or to overcome tanha. But this overcoming, eradication has to be done fully, not just a small part of it. Now let's see how did the Buddha say that in the Dhammacakkappavattana. Actually, you already know that. We did that a couple times, but I just wanted to show you. Let's go and see. Go up, scroll up over here, and before here, Dhammacakka. Now this part is the form pertaining to Noble Truth 4, tree. Here you see how it was given. Idang kopana bhikkhave dukkha nirodhang ariya satchang. This is the way how the Noble Truth was defined. What is Nibbana actually? Now this section gives a very clear, full, lucid explanation about the Nibbana. Yo tassa yeva tanhaya asesa viraga nirvana. This is very asesa, remainderless, no leftover, no remain. Now when it comes to what do you call samatha meditation, panchanivarana, you still keep a lot of remainders, right? But here asesa viraga nirodha. Viraga means remainderless fading. There's nothing left that you have to work on after. Then it was further explained the quality of your activity of Nibbana here, what you are doing. Chago, Patinissaggo, Mutti, Ana. Let's find out these words in exact literal and contextual ways. Tanha means
Craving.
Craving. This is our way of, okay. How do we know tanha? Now let's say in our daily life, we have couple words to discuss. One is greed, one is attachment, one is craving.
Craving.
So how do we differently understand these words in our own layman words, in your layman words? How do you separate now? Since today morning, you've been going through different things, huh? Right? You had to go to work, you had to send your kids to school, you had to cook, maybe you had to go out, seeing other people. At least you had to take care of yourself, you had to go for lunch, dinner, whatever. So at each moment of your activity, how did you separate out? This is lover, this is tanha, this is attachment, this is desire, this is craving, maybe this is clinging. How do you simply understand those moments? Or you just think that, all this is tanha? How do we practically understand these states? Are they states of mind, or are they just some other stuff? These are states of mind, different states of mind. So can someone think about some simple ways of identifying these things? Yeah, Barbara?
Maybe craving is lighter, and then clinging is stronger, while attachment is very, very strong. I may be wrong.
Oh, you went like a descending order. Huh?
Yeah.
Descending to the ascending. I would say it's like a top-notch approach. Like this way. So you start from, so that means you think that tanha is what is happening.
Yeah. And then after that, you cling to it, you cannot let go. Just a monkey.
But that is, when somebody has tanha, I would call it as a no point of return. It's like when a car is going through an intersection, right? Now there is not amber, but what do you call the second light? Ready one? That means you can't stay there. You can't return. No point return. You gotta keep accelerating. Otherwise, you might be into a big accident, right?
Yeah. Somebody
who is going on in the second light, right? Just before it becomes amber again. So once you have craving, definitely you are into clinging. That's a no point return. Okay. Others, how do you separate these mental states in your daily life? Start from desire, attachment, craving, clinging, these general mental states. Or do you have another way of treating them? You might think that everything is tanha. I'm asking your own practical ways. Maybe other people might be benefited here. Everyone has their own ways of, dealing with these states of minds. Are your all likes going to be greed? Are your all dislikes going to be hatred?
No.
That's a good thing to learn. Now you have likes. You want to eat, you want to take a shower, you want to talk to people who you want to be with, you want to do what you like. They are likes. And then you don't like some people. Maybe you just don't like. You dislike some food. You dislike going somewhere. You dislike doing this and that, your personal choices. Are all those dislikes going to be hatred? Those are? Shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. So now there is something you can think about. How to separate these, what you call, desire, attachment, greed, craving, clinging. Others? Or you want to sound as a very disorganized person with regard to the mental states. I think none of you want to sound like that, right? You want to say something about it. That you're working on something, right? Yeah, Hema?
Bhante,
Yes.
I think first thing, the desire is really a desire of really wanting something, is the desire. So when it comes to attachment, is, you know, having something that you really don't want to let go. One attachment.
Your own version. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, and
you
then
carry?
the craving is so much into really the real desire of wanting to have it, the craving. That means must have it. You crave for. I think normally is craving comes maybe to the food or those who have habit of smoking, the craving. And the clinging is really, you won't let go lah. I think like what Bhante said, no return. So the
No point of
clinging
return.
is, yes, the clinging in such a way that, you know, you really like a child and a mother in the beginning. I don't know. I feel like, you know, when the mom is passing on, just, you know, it's so hard to let go. It's clinging on the mother's love. So I think that's the way I see it. And to renounce, especially to be a seminary, the first thing is to really let go the hair. So the attachment, but to me, that time my experience when they shave, is just surrendering to it and let go. And I find that's one of the attachment to the things. I mean, normally that we like to have it, the hair and all that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it is a good experience to go through and to really, I think to be a experience in this, nunnery program is interesting. Even the clothings, surrendering to, you know, just so simple and let go.
Okay,
No
now
more.
actually, I like to hear from somebody. Can you let that whatever the thing go while being a layperson, not becoming a samaneri too? Because samaneri, it's a good thing. Samanera, it's a good thing. You know, not everybody can do. Indeed, maybe whatever the reasons, but some people may be able to do. Now we are talking about the lay life, daily life. In that daily life, how do we separate out these mental states? These are mental states. So desire, attachment, I think a lot of people forgot one thing, lower, greed, because then craving, tanha, then upada. The list keeps going, but I just only took a couple of them, the most interesting ones.
Maybe perhaps we see it from point of view, like desire can be good desire and bad desire. Attachment have good and bad. And
any neutral desire? Should be, yeah.
Yeah. Perhaps there's
that's what. No, I'm asking, how do you personally understand it? Not like from the text. Like I think the sansara, nibbana, everything is an experience. But when you read the books, it will become a textual thing. Personally, it's an experience. Everybody goes through their own way, own versions of tanha, own versions of lobha, own versions of desire, attachment, lobha, tanha, upada. Let's take it that way. So how do you go through these mental states on a daily basis? Then we can find out something really tangible. Yes, Ariana.
Bhante, I think every being has desire, but clinging to the desire, it becomes attachment. Clinging meaning if they do not get what they desire, they'll become like they'll pursue it like they do not see that this thing might happen or might not be happen. They just want to do it their own way. They become the desire or tanha, and then that will bring suffering to their life.
Can we, great. Can we a little bit explain about these words in our daily examples? Let's start with, where are we going to start with? Now tell me, where are we going to start with? What is the minimum version of this problem? Now, looking at all these mental states, and then the intensification of the mental states. Now, you can't start with the clinging first, because clinging is the highest, I would say. It's the worst when it is actually intensified to a very higher level. It will go to clinging. Where are we going to start with? We're going to start with desire.
Simple desire.
Simple desire. Even within desire, we have to separate out likes and dislikes. I will start from there. Are there good likes and bad likes?
No.
We have.
Bhante, can I try?
Yes.
Can I try to differentiate between love and attachment?
We're gonna come there. Yeah.
Oh.
Not now. We slowly go there.
Mhm.
Now we're gonna start in a very non-harmful, very comfortable way of looking at likes. Likes. I want to wake up tomorrow at 6 a.m. One of my likes. Not my like, for tomorrow. Maybe somebody might think. Somebody wants to wake up at 6 a.m. So we're gonna set up the alarm and then get ready. We're thinking something about tomorrow morning, daily chores and all that, maybe other stuff. It's a like. But what happens if that person is going to oversleeping by that time? The timer doesn't work, maybe so tired. Then that person will not be happy at that moment. But anyways, that's a lie. And other choices that you can make, non-harmful choices, maybe your food, choices of food, and choices of people of association, and then your favorite stuff, non-harmful, non-evil stuff. Right? They all are likes. Are they bad? Are they immoral? No, they are not immoral. They're simple likes. Then, are there simple dislikes also? Can you tell me an example in your daily life to show me that this is a dislike to me?
Yeah, I dislike to wear these clothes and not that.
Is it a morally harmful thing?
No,
You just
Yeah.
pick it up. Okay, tomorrow I'm gonna wear this thing. I'm gonna go to the temple. I'm gonna go to the grocery shop. I'm gonna meeting with somebody. That is one example. Other examples of you might say, this dress I don't wanna wear it for tomorrow. Simple disliking about the clothing. Other examples?
Appiya sampayogo.
That means you already have the dukkha. So you are having a dislike. All right. That means you don't think that you should be with the papa mitta, right? Somebody who is not spiritually helpful to you. But in Buddhism, the Buddha says that we always have to be able to be with everybody, but the limit, maybe the length, maybe the intimate level can be different. But anyways, you can think, okay, tomorrow I'm not going to be with them, because if I'm going to be with them, I might be pushed to do some evil stuff. I might be in a conversation of gossiping. I might be in a conversation of bad mouthing about other people. So you have a simple dislike. Is it dosa? It is not dosa. You have to do it. You have to stop making akusala. Why you want to create more akusalas? How many akusalas we've been trying to avoid already? So many akusalas are happening in our life, right? Are we going to make more akusalas? No, not at all. It's a simple dislike. And what else?
Dislike.
What are the other simple dislikes on a daily basis?
Dislike being sick.
We dislike of being sick. What can we do for that? We try to be health conscious, eat healthy stuff, maybe very health conscious, watching stuff like how to eat superfood, all these very famous doctors, not normal doctors, stuff talking about organic stuff, right? But if we develop that thought too much, we are going to attach to our body. That is not good too, because I don't eat this and that. So much creating a lot of attachment to the body at that point. But simple survival stuff is okay. You simply want to survive. Like how monks going to eat their pindapata, right? When monks going to eat, they're gonna reflect a statement. Do you remember that statement? I think maybe if you go for a retreat, if you go for a, I think Samanera program, you might have heard it. What is it? Patisanka yoniso pindapata patisevami. I eat my food with reflection. Neva davaya namadaya, not to embellish my body, not to make other similar stuff for my body. Interestingly, iti puranancha vedanam patihankami. I want to. That's a little bit harsh way of looking at it. Iti puranancha vedanam patihankami. I am going to appease my previous hunger because you're going to eat because you had hunger before, right? Iti puranancha. Purana means previous hunger. Because now you are eating because you want to appease yourself because you had hunger before. Then navancha vedana na uppadissami. I am not creating any more hunger after this. That means you have to eat well. Otherwise, the pain will come again. Hunger will come again. So, and then finally it says, Yatracha me bhavisati anavajjatacha pasivita. I am going to consume the pindapata given by the devotees for me just to survive, exist. You can't do that now, folks, because you don't want to just survive. You want to survive well. Lay people just don't want to survive. They want to survive well, survive good way, survive happily, survive in a way you are able to explain that to somebody, right? But anyways, well, I think this is maybe a monk can think, I want to eat, otherwise I will develop a sort of dislike to it. It's a simple dislike. That means, yeah. How about other simple dislikes in your life, daily life?
It's like noise.
You simply dislike.
It's like noise.
Noise. Okay, noise.
Noise.
Noise, huh? The sounds.
Dislike cleaning the house, mopping.
That should be taken differently. Because as Buddhists, we are supposed to keep our places clean and tidy. That is when the Deva come to your house. You know that? I have to tell that. Because in one of the suttas, Buddha says, there are 5 benefits of cleaning the place, wherever you are. Sakachittam pasidati, your mind is happy. Parachittam pasidati, when someone comes to your house, so clean, huh? That means so good. And then Devata Pasida. Devas like you. Devas don't come to unclean houses. They are so clean people.
Really,
in Buddhism, yes. It's believed. So I'm not saying what I think. I'm saying what I read from the suttas. So Devata Pasidanti. No Deva likes unclean places. Devas are very much clean people. So, but there are people who are very much clean from outside, but they are not very much clean from inside. They mop the floor, they clean the house, but inside has lots of pollutant stuff. Lobha, dosa, moha, jealousy, anger, all like throughout the day, 24 hours, 365. Then, when you clean your place, you have to clean yourself to purify yourself too. All right, so let's figure out now. Simple like, simple dislike. That is the starting point. I think they are not bad. We have to make those choices just to exist properly, even to practice Dhamma. Then now we go a little higher. If we cannot manage our likes and dislikes, our likes and dislikes will be transformed into sort of attachments. Then they will becoming attachments. Yes, I will send you the 5 benefits of cleaning later. Huh? So the Devas come to your house, definitely. I haven't seen that if your house is unclean, if your house is unclean, then the bad Deva might come to your house, because like same way, unclean Devas. Because Devas go like Rukha Deva and then the Sky Deva, 3 spirits, and then the sky deities. That is how it goes. Then the Chatu Maharajika Devas, right? So anyways, then if you do not take care of your likes and dislikes, then your likes will become attachments, dislikes will become
aversion.
That is the good way of classifying. Interesting. Now, what will happen to us when we are very much good with somebody? Then our like will become a sort of attachment to that person. You are such a good person. You are my medicine, my solution to the day, and I can't stay without you. A lot of things can happen. In a way, it's good because you survive, exist. But if you do not create a lot of bad things with that person, right? What about the aversion side? With regard to the dislike, a simple dislike, you did not manage well. Now it became an aversion kind of thing. So much dislike that person, very much anger, very much arrears with that person, past stuff. So it has become an aversion, I would say. Dosa, not good. Then what is the third layer? Simple like dislikes, attachment, or maybe aversion. Then now it will take you to abhijja on this side, attachment with abhijja. This side, aversion will become vyapad.
Hate.
Yeah, not even hatred, vyapad. Now we'll discuss about it. Now your simple like became an attachment if you do not manage well. And that's attachment now turned to be a, what do you call? An abhijja. Abhijja means covetousness, strong greed. It's called strong greed. Now you have to understand between the attachment and the strong greed, there is something lying. What is it? Simple lobha. Simple lobha. Now, then abhijja means a very strong level of lobha. Why don't I write it here, right? Some people might find a little difficult otherwise. Let me type in over here. Maybe here. Say now like tends to be an attachment. Then that attachment became a lobha. No, lobha. Then lobha become abhijja. Now on the other side, dislike. It became an aversion, something regarding aversion. That aversion became dosa. Now dosa is going to become vyapad. Interesting. Now we will discuss this part very well. Oh, sorry. Like attachment. Okay. Okay. Now what's going to happen? What is abhijja? What is vyapad? Abhijja means strong. This is called strong lobha. Or we have another word called covetousness. And vyapad means ill will. Okay, now tell me what is ill will? Ill will means?
To wish bad upon others.
Not even bad. Thoughts of destroying other people.
Oh, so serious. Huh?
Yes, because it has been intensified to this level.
Wow.
See, it came from a so simple dislike, then became aversion, then became dosa. Now it turned to
Vyapada.
Now where is panatipata now? Panatipata is going to happen now after this. Right? Now panatipata is going to happen. And after abhijja, what will happen? After abhijja, definitely tanha, because you are so much greedy. And tanha, after tanha, upada, clinging, craving and clinging. All right. Now, can you tell me, was this kind of clear to you? Like sort of the sequence of how things, mental states happening within you?
Yeah.
Yeah, should be. Now tell me how things happen into you in your daily life. Are any simple experiences happening in this process? Starting with a simple like, then goes to an attachment, become a lobha, then abhijja, then tanha, upada. Now, what is tanha? Tanha means the strongest level of your lobe. Tanha means the strongest
Really?
level of your lobe. It comes from lobe. Once you have tanha, what is happening after that? What is followed by tanha? Clinging. You can't say no. You are just taken away by that particular object. That is the problem. So today, what I want to show you here is that in regard to the tanha here, now this is that tanha. It has been intensified to this level. Like attachment, lobha, avijja, tanha, and upadana. But upadana is the following process. But so now third noble truth clearly says this tanha starts from a long process, not an ad hoc one. This tanha has to be, what should be done? Has to be realized. What has to be? Is it realized? Yes, you have to realize. How do we realize? By eliminating this tanha without any remainder. Asesa means no remainder. Now now just think about on a daily basis, we might think today I am going to be sugarless for a day. Have you done that? Yes. Today I'm not going to eat dessert. Maybe tomorrow. Right? This was a question that was raised to me by somebody in Vancouver, a student actually. She said, an international student from China, said that she is trying to be, she's trying to avoid all chocolates, sugary stuff, most chocolates. And then, but when she is passing by the student union building, when she sees the shops over there, she feels she wants to eat chocolates. And then what happens there? Let's say she's passing the student union building after 4 days of being sugarless. Now she's going to compensate with that desire. Let's say 5 days she was sugarless. Now she's gonna, on the 6th day, she's gonna eat 6, 7 chocolates because I didn't eat chocolate for the past 5 days. I'm gonna compensate now. This is what the question asked by her. Yeah, so that means her tanha was sort of managed only for 5 days. On the 6th day, it came like a bomb, you know. She never expected that, right? She was a student, so we can't expect a lot of Dhamma things from her. But what I'm trying to show to you here is that this tanha has to be eradicated, uprooted without remained, without any thing left. Then it says, how should we do that? Chago. Chago means, this is an interesting word. Chago, giving up.
Giving up.
This is another word for dana. Right? What is chaga? Chaga means give up. Do our devotees, Dhamma friends, give up when they give dana? Do they give up or do they plan to get more things? Interesting. Do they give up when they offer dana? Do they give up or do they want to get more things? Let's talk the truth.
Yeah, they give up something and take back something.
They give up physically, but mentally some people, well, I mean, there may be good people too, we never know what's going on in their mind. So most people, they give up physically, but mentally, they want to double, triple, quadruple the effect of the dana, which is completely an opposite way of practicing dana. Bhavatana. Right? They are very much into what will happen to me in the future life. That is why they give dana. I'm not going to steal anybody's stuff because next life my stuff will be stolen. That's why I'm not doing that. Why is it? Be a good person. You are living here now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to kill anybody because next life I will also be killed if I do that. I'm not going to break anybody's relationship because maybe this life or next life, my marriage will be broken.
Mm.
Because they are so much feared by the hell and what will happen to them in the future. Actually, those things will happen. They can happen. But the primary reason of why we are not doing bad things is that we are going to be good human beings in this life. The rest will be taken care of. Right? So chaga means every time when you give a dana, please tell your mind, no investments. Investments will come automatically. Don't worry about it. Right? It's like this. I normally give this example to some students. There's an exam. Couple students, maybe few students are writing the exam now at this point. One student thinks, okay, I'm going to aim for A+. My letter grade should be A+. There's another person who might be thinking, I'm going to aim for B+. That person might think, okay, I didn't study well, I couldn't study, I was busy, so I may just have a simple pass. Now, what will actually happen to them after when they hear the results? But the person who only aimed for A+, mostly that person might not get ended up with an A+, because that was only his aim, A+, not doing well in the exam, only A+. The person who was hoping for B+ would normally not end up with a B+, maybe little, below B+. What about somebody who aimed for just a simple pass? That would be a very tough decision he might be getting, might not even pass the exam. But there would be the fourth person. Interesting. He thinks or she thinks, I prepared well for the exam. I studied well. I studied my extra docs. Maybe I studied other things, everything. I'm ready for the exam. I'm going to do well in my exam. What will happen to this student?
The best result.
He or she will be the one who will do the best because he or she has no expectations.
No expectations.
The only thing is that he or she wants to do well in the exam, do well in that, do well in the sila, do well in meditation. That is what we should do. Not like you bring some food, okay, I brought this food and then let me expect a lot of things because of this dana. You are wasting your kusala and then merits, right? So give up. When you are giving dana, you have to give up. Mentally, physically, mentally. That will be the best dana. Then you will get everything. Also, you will be doing it with kusala. So chaga. Then patinisaggo. Now, where is this chaga connected to? Chaga connected to tanha. That means we have to give up our tanha. Unless you don't give up, you won't be able to eradicate tanha without remainder. Then patinisaggo. Pati means toward. It's a prefix, huh? Call it toward. Toward what? Nisaggo. Nisaggo means relinquishment. Toward. So our mind should be always toward the giving up. Another word for giving up. Relinquishment. To, not to amass, not to acquire. Just to let go, I would say. Trying very much. Mutti. Mutti means looking for freedom. When you have a lot of luxury stuff, do you have lots of freedom at that point? So you have to take care of those luxury stuff. I'm always thinking about thieves will come and take it away. I have to pay this and that. So does that mean we all have to be poor people? No. Be a millionaire, be a billionaire, whoever you want to be. But when you have lots of stuff, you have to, protect them. You have to work out to protect them. So some insecurity going on, right? So the freedom comes from giving up your time. But that doesn't mean giving up all your wealth. That means you are not mentally creating greed toward your stuff. What's the Pali word for that? Mutti. Mutti means
Mukti.
freedom. Then Analayo, very interesting. Analayo means non-reliance on it. Do we rely on the stuff that we have?
Yes.
Very great stuff. Can you name one of the stuff that you are so much relied on? One simple thing that you are so much relied on every day, so happy by looking at it, thinking about it.
Handphone.
Bhante.
Handphone.
Oh, handphone. Really? That's such a very minimal thing, huh? Handphone. Are you referring to data in that or just the handphone? Yeah, handphone. What else? Something, it doesn't mean simple reliance on kind of an electronic gadget. It means you are so much relied on something precious to you, precious, valuable, maybe so much pleasing to you. Somebody said money. If you have one. Okay. What else? Handphone, money.
Transport.
Huh?
Transport vehicles to transport. the
Okay. Okay. Vehicles. Okay. Others? Why don't you talk about humans? I think you are so much relied on them before you touch your handphone, touch the money. Money, handphones are not going to work without humans, right? How about your beloved ones? Can you live without them? Can you? Can you live without your beloved people that you really want to be with in your life? Your mother, your father, maybe spouse, maybe your children, right? Are we heavily relied on them? Yes, we are. We have to accept that. Why not? You might say it's a healthy one, it's a good one, it's a moral one. Yes, it is. But while we are loving them, we have to understand this reliance. We have to understand. It's okay. It's okay to love somebody. It's okay to take care of somebody. Actually, that is where we understand the life. But at the same time, we should be able to observe that reliance. Or I'm very heavily relied on my this one and that one. Maybe immaterial money or car or whatever form. But basically, what you call people, right? Some people are very heavily relied on animals too. Huh? Animals, pets.
Yeah. When they don't have humans to love them, they will rely on animals.
Yeah, maybe they can't have good connections with humans.
Yeah.
And then they easily find out a pet. It's good. I mean, sometimes, maybe sometimes some people, they have had bad experience with humans, so they go for pets. But what happens at the end, you are heavily relied on these people, these beings, right? So what I'm saying is that whether it is wrong or whether it is good is not our discussion here. What I'm trying to say is try to understand where your reliance on. Is it person? Is it a person? Is it a inanimate thing like money or thing? So that understand, actually trying to even think about that subject is kind of vipassana. Because you understand there is reliance in my life. Now here, what is analayo? Analayo means non-reliance. Non-reliance of tanha. We reliance on tanha. We rely on tanha. But here, non-rely on tanha. See again? You can see here. Analayo. See, it is the remainderless fading away and cessation of the same craving. Now craving, now the role of craving is explained. Giving up of craving, relinquishment of craving, freedom from craving, then non-reliance of craving. That means how to non-rely. Now we heavily relied on people. We heavily relied on other beings. We heavily relied on money. We heavily relied on cars and vehicles.
So, Bhante, is that attachment? Like attached to the people, and
we have
don't want them to die, don't want them to leave us.
Well, I think those are simple likes, right? Those are simple likes. Not want to die, not want to be robbed, not want to be a victim of sensual desire. They are
No,
simple.
no. Bhante, what I mean is they don't want the people they love to leave them, like to die or to leave them for good. They want to be with the people they love.
Yeah.
Like that,
So
a grown-up child
yeah,
ready to leave home, but the
it could
mother
be
cling to him.
it could be a tanha. Maybe it could be an attachment. We never know the level because everyone carries different ways of mental states here. It depends. It depends. So we never know. There are people who are very much loving other people, caring other people, but in their deep down mental state, they are not having tanha. What they are doing is they are doing their role. Remember the hunter's wife? Hunter's wife. There was a hunter. His wife was a Sotapa. Every morning when the hunter goes to hunt, she is the one who is giving all the tools to him. Arrow, the bow, everything. But Sotapannas are not supposed to even kill an ant. But what was she doing? She was doing her duty to the husband. This is how we get money to the house. But she has no desire to. So I normally talk about it. Sotapan, hunter's wife. Sotapanna, hunter's Sotapanna wife. Right? So there are things like that. So we cannot say, what we have to understand here is that we should be able to observe what's happening with our tongue. All right, so that's all about. So we are going to go back again here, scroll down. 77. Yes, so then the Buddha says, in terms of the third noble truth, what you are supposed to do is you need to realize tanha. And then the Buddha says, when you are to realize, then you're gonna realize. You realize how tanha is formed, arisen. What are the other things that cause tanha to be so? What are they? We already discussed them here. You can see here, like attachment, lobha, abhicca, tanha, goes to pada, right? So this is what we discussed. All right, so that is how we have to practice the parivatta. I mean, especially bodhisattvas practice the parivatta here, then they understand the third noble truth. All right, any questions? We'll take one more minute and then we're going to transfer the notes.
Bhante, how about reliance on your own body and mind? I mean, at the end of the day, Buddha also says it's just a heap of flesh and, it has no use and things like that. So how does it equate into this thing?
Who did he say that? Sure.
I think he said
it for the monks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Said it for the monks. Actually, it's a very good question. Buddha says in many places we have to take care of our body, and he also said health is the highest gain. Yeah. Now in today's world, can we be easily healthy like Buddha's time? Buddha's time, if people eat meat, they were fresh meat, right?
Yes.
No processed meat.
Yes.
If people eat vegetables, they were organic vegetables. Nobody has a supermarket like that. So, in that context, I think at that time it was little easier than today to be healthy. But today, can we be easily healthy? No, I don't think so.
We will be killed by pharmaceutical drugs.
Big pharma and industrialized food chains.
Right.
You can't get anything. They're gonna inject things even to animals just to make them fast grow. I think we are eating a lot of bad stuff. Definitely. Yeah. Definitely we are eating a lot of bad things. So we are not really healthy. We're gonna see it after a couple of years, maybe a couple of decades, whether we are healthy or not. So I think Buddha says we need to be healthy so that we are easy to practice our Dhammapa. When you come up with a sickness, you might be slowed down because of that, right? So I think the teachings like this body is a piece of meat and all that were given to certain monks who had a lot of desires, who had a lot of attachments to the body. But for the layperson, generally speaking, we all have to take care of this body. Taking care of the body, but you should not create attachment to the body. That's the thing. We can take care of the body. We can eat well, we can sleep well, we can think well, so the whole body will become healthy. Nowadays, a lot of people are very healthy physically, but not mentally. They say we are health conscious, we eating only superfood, we don't go to junk foods, no McDonald's, no KFC, nothing like that, you know. But mentally, they are not healthy. Why? Even telling that, they're getting little stressed out because they have aversion to that thinking, right? So I would say piece of meat thinking is only given to certain monks for certain meditation. For you, try to take care of your body, but do not develop a lot of attachments to your body. Why we cannot write Panidam? What do you mean by Panidam?
Yes, Bhante, then line 82, then we are separating why that within bracket.
Yes, that was a error here, text error here. That's why I said you have to combine them together. Panidam, Panidam.
No plus, yeah, not plus sign or double quote, yeah.
No apostrophe, yeah. Just say it together. All right. Any other questions?
So I asked Bhante then what is the reason for why you can't be using Panidam, then it's easy to read anybody, then why we separate in that, get it like that?
You mean in the document here? That was an error here. That's why I said when you read that part, you have to add together. Panidam. Okay. Yeah, Panidam. It's a combination. It was a textual error. Yeah. All right. We take one more minute and then we'll go to the transference. Any questions for today?
Excuse me, Bhante.
Yeah.
Can we describe Nibbana as not to be in hell in our lifetime?
Not to be hell?
Not to be in the state of hell in our own lifetime. I mean, it's the opposite of Nibbana.
Yeah, some people some modern people use it in that kind of a context. They say the more you happy, the more Nibbana moments you are going through. Like it's like a what do you call kind of a state of, like they say happy moments. Nibbana was taken as a happy moment, but we are talking from a textual point of view, so not from a contemporary people's mindset. So that Nibbana is definitely the complete end of dukkha. So maybe, we never know, there may be arahants in today's world. We never know. Buddha never said there can't be. Yeah. I think before we talk about Nibbana in that perspective, we should be having happiness in our normal life, right? That is where we even think about Nibbana. Now in Sri Lanka, there is a saying that when you have a good sleep, oh, I'm getting into Nibbana. Like, because that person hadn't had a lot of good sleep last couple of days, It's like, I attain Nibbana, something like that. Yeah, now? Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, now has a question.
The third noble truth says that the cessation of suffering. So that means we have the knowledge of the cessation of suffering and to realize it, and then has been realized. These are the three that stated. But just now throughout the class we were just talking about tanha. So to understand how tanha arises, will that cease will the tanha cease? Is that how it works?
Yes, actually, when it is said Nibbana, but most of the third noble truth definition goes by explaining the tanha, because this is what we are struggling with. We don't know what is Nibbana exactly at that point,
Yeah.
right? That is why it is only talking about tanha. So once you fully eradicate tanha, you are almost in the Nibbana. That is why it was only talked about discussing the tanha part, because none of us are experiencing Nibbana unless we attain there. What we are experiencing even most of the times in the day is tanha.
Yeah.
Right. So then it's like from known to unknown perspective,
Yeah.
not like unknown to known perspective. Right. That is why it was about tanha, but it's not about tanha exactly. Say you have to eradicate tanha. Once you eradicate fully, you are there. You are on the opposite side. That's why.
Got it. Thank you, Bhante.
All right. So I think all right. Is it okay if I answer you privately about this question? It's about another religion. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. All right. So we're gonna then transfer good karmas to their departed people and share good karmas with Devanaga. May all the good karmas be transferred to all the departed ones who passed away in the name of all of us. May they be happy, peace, happy, well. At the same time, may if they were reborn in a place of pain, may they be able to release from those places of pain. And then, if they were reborn in a place of happiness, may they be able to improve their those lives. And finally, may departed ones also attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Idam me jnati hotu sukita hontu jnatayo. Idam me jnati hotu sukita hontu jnatayo. Idam me jnati hotu sukita hontu jnatayo. May Devanaga Mahitika also share all these good karmas. May they be well and happy. May they protect and bless all of you for good health, quality of life, prosperity, and safety. May Devanaga Mahitika also finally attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Ittavatacha ammehi sambatang punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Ittavatacha ammehi sambatang punya sampadang sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Ittavatacha ammehi sambatang punya sampadang sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Akasattha ca Bhummattha Devanaga Mahittika Punyantang Anumoditva Chirang Rakkhanthu Lokasasana. Akasattha ca Bhummattha Devanaga Mahittika Punyantang Anumoditva Chirang Rakkhanthu Desana. Akasattha ca Bhummattha Devanaga Mahittika Punyantang Anumoditva Chirang Rakkhanthu Mang Paranti, Chirang Rakkhanthu Pang Sadati. As we always wish, may we be in the company of the Kalyana Mittas, noble friends, not be the company of the Balas, Pambitas. Thinking thus, we're going to make this wish again. Imina punya kamene mami bala samagamo satang samagamo yavanimbana patya. Finally, may all the good karmas which we've been accumulating so far, be supportive and helpful for all of us to attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Abhivadana Silis Richang Vadha Pachayino Chattaru Dhamma Vadhanti Ayuvano Sukhan Bala, Ayurarugya Sampatti, Sagya Sampatti Vivache, Atu Nibbana Sampatti, Iminati Saminashatu, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Right, and then we will be finishing the Tiparivatta part next Friday. So we can then move on with the Sutta. I think what we're gonna discuss after that is something from here. We'll be done this part. We will be going to talk about the different, I would say, Brahma worlds, Deva, Apayas, 31 realms actually, in particular, in regard to how the Buddha's Dhammacakka went to different Deva worlds, Brahma worlds, and finally what happened to Anya Konraj, the Konraj, the monk. All right, so with that in mind, I wish you a good night and then see you then next Friday.
Thank you,
Everybody
Bhante.
take care.
Thank you, Bhante. Good night.
Good night, Bhante.
Night.
Thank you, Bhante.
Thank you, Bhante. Good night.
You,
Good
Bhante.
night.
My sister.
Are we going to be out of Facebook?
Not yet, Bhante.
Oh.